double dose on caffeine. It's already like 200 milligrams.
Dude, you can never have...
Well, I don't want to have like an anxiety panic attack. Throw me in an anxiety panic attack.
Dude, yeah, that's what happens whenever I will literally, like, we'll come off the road and I'll have a Casey's coffee left over. I'll drink Casey's coffee till like 5 in the morning because I can't sleep because I've had too much Casey's coffee.
Here?
Yeah. I didn't go to, let me check this one quick. Sorry, Janice. Yeah, I didn't go to sleep until probably 5 a.m. This past what was it, Saturday night, because of the Casey's coffee. Yeah, I just can't get enough of it.
It is really good.
I'm going to mention it until they sponsor the show. Or I'm going to keep saying it until they fucking release the ground beans in stores. They don't have it in stores. Trust me, I've looked online.
Really?
I've looked at the store.
You can't even go on like Casey's.com or something.
Dude, they got that shit on lockdown. Lockdown, dude. I don't know.
You can't get that anywhere.
You can't, and it's kind of fucking starting to piss me the fuck off.
Casey's you didn't know.
Just in Casey's you didn't know. That is a joke you've already made several times.
You know what? The camera hasn't seen it.
Hey, man. I guess you're...
It's like the first time all over again.
Oh, wow. So we can say old jokes that we've said in real life, but we can say them here on camera because the camera... I think you're onto something,
That's
dude.
The beauty of the multiverse.
I think you're onto something. Yeah. But, anyways,
that was a loud butt.
Yeah, maybe I'm, but so every time I say but, I should probably no.
Ruh-roh.
Yeah, we're just gonna sit here. The rest of the show is just gonna be us trying to see if we can clip the mic, or how in creative ways we can clip the mic. If we already got to the title, creative ways to clip the mic. That's a nice. It kind of rings a little bit.
That's a good one.
But no.
Creative ways to clip the mic. It's all new again.
It almost sounds like a hip hop album.
Yeah.
Creative what? I can't even speak now. Creative ways to clip the mic. That does sound like a hip hop
And also,
album.
that could be a really good warm up.
What? Oh yeah, like unique New York.
Yeah.
Like tip of the tongue, teeth in the lips. Meow, 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 meow. Creative ways to clip the mic. Creative ways to clip the mic. That actually is kind of. Dude, I think we just created our own vocal warm up. I think so.
Oh, you know how we were talking about words you say over and over again, then they don't sound the same after you say it 1,000 times. Well,
Yeah, of course.
Is another one.
Any?
Yeah, like anytime, anything.
Yeah, it starts to get this nya to it.
Yeah, I was like, well,
oh
that's
my god.
The words.
Okay, think about this. So, no. Think about the actual spelling of it and the sound. So you're saying any. The word is literally
A-N-Y, but it sounds like...
N-Y-A.
Yeah.
It's starting like vibrating out of spelling. Does that make sense?
More vowel.
But that's so, like, because whenever I do it, I think of, like, the image of the word. And it's like, any,
Like vibrates into something consistent.
Like, all them...
I can't... Fuck. Transcending.
Transcending? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
I don't know if that's the right word,
that's
but...
probably not the right. It sounded
But it's a
cool.
nice word, yeah. Who gives a fuck? We can say whatever word we want as long as it sounds fancy. But, no, it's just like, it's almost like you're making the word vibrate out of correct spelling. That's kind of wild to think about for some reason. I don't even know. That is weird.
I was like, I noticed that today. I was like, what the fuck?
That's like, and so now that makes me rethink the context in which I used it the other day. About how I was talking about you, like, playing guitar or playing drums or playing any instrument, really. And, like, you have a cool riff, you come up with a cool riff, and you play it over and over and over and over and over again until it, like, becomes something that it wasn't even in the beginning. It's almost it's the same thing, yeah. It's like, so now I'm like, whoa, what are you, like, we're literally, like, I feel like music is, I feel like musicians are, like, obviously, like sonic wizards or something like that. And it's like...
It is magic.
Yeah, but I'm like... Now I'm on this thing, man. It's almost like you're just... Oh, man. I don't even know how to even... I'm going to have to come back to this, I think. Because that's going to be... I just have so many thoughts on that I can't fucking actually conjure up right now, I think. But... Conjure up, speaking of magic, just conjuring shit. Conjuring. The Conjuring! Dude, so, crazy thing. Hey, light. The light does what it wants. I tried to hit it earlier. I jumped up there and I smacked it. I was hoping that I could get it to come back on.
No, but that light just does whatever it wants.
Yeah, because it actually does add some good lighting to the camera, but, I mean, minuscule, but enough for me to care. But, yeah, so light.
I feel like it's timed.
Yeah, it could be a little more punctual, in my opinion. But you know, dude. So I keep looking at Janice. Janice is my dog. Is laying on the. Oh, she heard me. She looked at me. She's laying actually kind of under the camera. I hope she doesn't hit the camera if she gets up or nothing, but she's down here because she scraped her little dome, and she won't stop scratching it, and it's all scabby, and she's weird and stinky and chunky. So, but what was I getting at? Oh, I seen a, what was it? It was like a video. You know that guy, that Owevo guy? I don't know if you see the guy that, like, is literally just watching YouTube videos, but on YouTube. It's like scary videos. I don't know if you've seen that guy. That we watch him all the time. But there was a video, and they're training dogs to drive cars. There's a driving school for dogs to drive cars. And this is what pisses me off. So, for one, what the fuck? Dogs can drive cars. I mean, they can. They showed footage of dogs driving cars, right? And they can drive the fucking cars. And they train them well to drive the cars. But does the dog even really... Like, what if the dog sees a squirrel?
Right.
And he just swerves? But this is the thing, too.
You can't help
What?
Nature.
Yeah, it's like, what if it sees something that it... I'm pretty guilty. Yeah. But now I think about it as a human being a driver. It's like, have you ever been driving down the road and you're like, whoa, what the fuck is that? And so you're like, oh, I gotta turn around. Like, it's kind of the same thing. We're just a little better at it, I think. And, but no. This training school for these dogs, they train them on like a fake car. And then after they get the swing of it, they go to like a closed course and they train the dog in a real car that's obviously modified, kind of almost like a handicapped person, you know. But they have this car outfitted for the dog to drive the car, but no matter how good the dog gets, it's not legal for the dog to drive on streets, public roads. So, bringing me full circle to my fucking point, what the fuck? What a waste of time. You're going to train these dogs to drive a car that they can't drive. It's just for fun. You know what I mean?
So much money.
It's like, dude, I have a fucking crazy idea. Let's see if we could train these fucking dogs to drive these cars, dude.
Make them chauffeurs.
We'll spend months training these dogs, and then nothing's going to come of it. It's completely counterproductive, I feel like.
So funny.
Yeah. I thought that was fucking absurd, though. Just because it's like, dude, would you really trust this chunk, smelly, stinky little ditzy dog? You think you're going to fucking trust that dog to drive a car?
Not as of right, like, not at this point in time, no. But maybe if she went through school.
I'm not putting her through driving school.
then pop the question again. Then we'll talk.
Dude. Okay, think about this. I don't know if you guys, if anybody out there watching, I mentioned our little dog Frank a long time ago, episodes ago, and I actually showed a picture of him. Would you trust Frank?
Absolutely not.
Even if he was...
He's elderly.
Oh, she's kind of getting elderly, though, too. Technically, in dog years, she's like 60, 70. She's like going on 12. I don't know what that is. 12 times 7. Yeah, I'm not going to try to do that math because I don't want to do math. Even though that's
7 it's human years.
I know.
1 year is 7 years.
I know. I'm saying she's almost 12, so 12 times 7 would be her, what she is relative to her dog nature. Yeah, it's like simple multiplication table shit, but... Please excuse us while Space Camp does math.
No, I don't want to say it's 72.
Dude, that actually might be... No, that's not.
No, I was like, because 12 times 12 is 144.
It's like... Yeah.
Okay, 124 sounds right. I don't, you know what? No, we wouldn't do this, but I have to look.
You have to look to see
I
what...
want to know if I'm right. Like, it's been a while since I've done...
Multiplication?
Yeah.
Well.
Goddamn cat.
Janice, what are you looking at? Don't be looking at nothing. You old weirdo. You don't have a calculator on your phone?
It's not.
It's kind of crazy. Yeah, I don't think I'm not a big math guy. I keep seeing something out there. Oh, it's Frank. What is it?
I was like 10 out.
84. Oh, dang. Well, here's those like 72. That doesn't make any sense because 7 times 10 is 70.
Yeah.
So that, you know, that's too close.
Well, Space Camp's a dumbass, so.
Hey man, you spoke it into existence, so you're gonna forever
I
be a
did,
dumbass.
I did, but you know what?
As long as you call yourself a dumbass, you're gonna be a dumbass. Just telling you.
It was just a joke.
It's not a
Thanks,
joke.
folks.
It's not a joke.
What, you consider me a dumbass?
I mean, if you're calling yourself a dumbass, you understand how powerful words are.
Yes.
If you say it, even as a joke, it will become reality eventually. It's true. Like if you, that's why it's so hard for me. Like when I think about like a mistake I made or something, and I put myself down a lot, and it's like just the thought of just saying like, nah, dude, you're okay. You made a mistake. Just move on and try to do better tomorrow or the next time or whatever. It's like that's way better on your psyche than being like, oh, I'm a fucking dumbass. You know?
Right.
I don't know.
I wasn't meaning like.
I know.
Like you can get it next time, dumbass.
I get you. But I'm just trying these days to be. Yeah. Well, that's a little different. He.
Dumbass.
That's him calling somebody a dumbass, not you calling yourself a dumbass. You know what I mean?
Right.
I just think everybody needs to be easier on themselves. Especially, not to get deep about it, but I absolutely am trying so hard nowadays to be easier on myself. I eat myself alive a lot.
Well, me and you both.
Yeah. Which I have. Shit. Sorry, I don't know what just happened. I just had a skip in my brain, I think. But
Little fog.
yeah, dude, it's kind of hard getting a little deep, especially on a mic on the camera. It's like, oh, I start now I'm like starting to think about my life.
On the mic.
Well, we're on a mic. Well, I'm in front of a mic. Anyway, mic check. No, but yeah. So this past weekend, I'll say that. We'll start there. We'll do a hard turn here so we can avoid all these feelings and what they might mean. And yeah, just I'm gonna bury. No, I'm trying. I'm starting. Yeah. No, I'm starting to have. I'm starting to think about my life and how hard I am on myself. So I'm trying to bury it deep, so that it comes out in some other way that's really erratic and spontaneous and self-destructive. So I'm trying to do a hard turn.
Hard yeet.
Into why we're really here, you know, and we're here. That was gay.
No, it's
No.
dog.
Well, I rest my case. No, I'm just kidding. And see, that's another thing. I'm trying to be a little bit more. I'm trying to be a little more lenient on other people's interests. You know what I mean? It's like that's I put down wrestling so much. You know what I mean? But if you think about it, I watch a lot of Kill Tony, and Kill Tony is the WWE of comedy, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And so, everybody loves the same thing. It's just in a different package, in a different form, and it's like, I need to just stop. I'm trying to stop knocking other. Like, I don't do it a lot, but I do it to you quite a bit, like with the wrestling thing and Star Wars is whatever, but just, you know.
Obi-Wan right here. I'm gonna start carrying them in my pocket.
Obi-Wan, what is it? What is it? Oh, it's one of these little pop Funko
it's
things.
An older version.
Oh shit. Oh yeah. This is old Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
Old B-Wan. Old B-Wan.
Carrying around in my pocket. Like he's like my Buddha, I guess.
Yeah, because I always have my Buddha, but
It's usually in my car, and I'm just like, God, why is he not in my pocket? Obi-Wan in my pocket?
yeah, I'm trying to find
Obi-Wan in my pocket.
an old B-Wan. Old B-Wan Kenobi. Bulby. That reminds me of Jimmy Neutron. Bulby from Jimmy Neutron. I don't know. Shut up, Taylor. Yeah, yeah.
That, dude, do you remember that crossover between Fairly Odd Parents and Jimmy
Absolutely. I remember.
Best shit ever.
I remember every crossover of every cartoon ever because they literally blew my childhood mind.
You know,
So they could do that?
that was like Fairly Odd Parents and Danny Phantom. What if Danny Phantom is Timmy?
That's a theory. That's a conspiracy theory.
Yeah, I was like just like a different universe.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, they're technically in the same universe as far as the artist, because they're both Butch Hartman cartoons. So, yeah, because they're the same artist, same studio, and everything.
That would be good. They need that's one movie they need to do.
What, Danny Phantom, Fairly Odd Parents? Do you remember the Drake Bell live action Fairly Odd Parents movie?
Yeah.
I was like, I never watched it because I was like, that's
Funny,
stupid.
It was okay.
They had the Jimmy Neutron crossover, and then, oh my god.
There was another one, and I cannot remember because
I literally feel like a piece of shit because I was literally like, I remember every crossover, and now I'm trying to remember any other crossover, and I can't think of anything. I'm thinking of like, there was a lot of like live action ones on like Disney Channel. I don't know if you were a Disney Channel kid.
Yeah, Disney XD.
Oh, see, I didn't watch that. I watched the Disney Channel.
That's what most of Clone Wars was on.
Oh yeah.
Like Spider-Man, Ninja Turtles, like it was like they had the older ones, the '80s cartoons on it.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
also had the ones where I think it was a couple of series like after that one. It was like the early 2000s where it was kind of like made a little better, but had like more action and stuff.
Right.
There was like this one episode they ended up going to Japan somehow, and like they like forgot who they were, and like it was
Who is this? Like
Ninja
who?
Turtles.
Oh, the Ninja Turtles.
I'll have to look it up.
Oh, dude, I love those weird like special cartoons. Like I forgot which one, but the like Batman, but it takes place in feudal Japan.
Oh yeah.
Like that was super cool, and like I know there was a Ninja Turtles one too, where they were in.
Yeah, that was the third one, the third older movie.
But I do too. I'm a big. I liked the live action ones, the Secret of the Ooze and shit.
Yeah.
Those were my. Dude. I remember, and we used to have like all the cartoon, like the late '80s, early '90s. I had those. Yeah. I also had the Power Rangers ones too, because they had like a flipper, and it was just like their helmet would be on and off.
Oh yeah.
But they're like on a. It's like, what was with revolving head action figures?
I feel like most toy companies are just trying to figure out a few more shit.
Yeah, let's do this thing. I have an idea. Let's see if we can train dogs to drive cars. Oh man, but I got a better idea. Let's see if we can make a little flippy action figure that can have one head on it, and then the other head is in his chest, and it flips out on a little trapdoor on his back and front.
Kids fucking ate it up, bro.
I order it up because I was one of those kids. I loved that shit. I loved those toys.
Or were you on like Hot Wheels and shit?
Yeah, but me and my brothers, like, it was more like a collectible thing. Like we had I never played with them. Like it was like a new one would come out, and my mom would like buy us one, and we'd put it in like I don't know if you remember those plastic cases. Yeah, it was like that.
I had a bunch of those too.
I was never a car kid.
I like to play in the dirt and shit and drive around.
Well, I played in the dirt, but I was more like a dirt eater.
That doesn't surprise me.
No, I'm just kidding. I ate sand.
Surprised, baby.
I did eat paint when I was a kid, though.
That was probably had lead in it.
I'm not that old. I think lead paint was like the 70s, 80s.
Well,
I don't know,
or maybe
though.
the 80s.
Hey, comment. When was lead paint outlawed?
Yeah.
We'll wait. No, I'm just kidding. But no, funny story. Whenever I was like probably, it's kind of funny because my first soccer team when I was 4 or 5 years old, it was called the Purple People Eaters, right? Dope fucking dope name, right? And we just had purple jerseys. And for the longest time, my entire childhood, I had a little baby blue dot on it because I was at my aunt's house and she was repainting her kitchen. And my parents left the room, and I was in this room alone with these paint trays, right? And I see this bright baby blue paint, and when you're 4, all you can think of is fucking tubby custard or something crazy, something crazy delicious. Yeah. And so, as you do when you're a young buck, or I wasn't quite a buck yet, a young little whippersnapper, I'll say that. I was curious, and I have to test boundaries. So I dipped my little 4-year-old finger in this tubby custard, and I put it on my tongue. Tubby custard on my tongue. And it was disgusting. So that's why I had the dot, is because I put it on my tongue and I was like, ugh! And I wiped it like this for some reason, so it made a perfect dot. And for the longest time, I always remembered eating that paint. It was almost like a built-in lesson. You know what I mean? I was like, I will remember to never fucking eat anything out of a...
I don't know what it is.
Oh my god. But, yeah, and I didn't die, so I think maybe that could have contributed to a little bit of some loose screws throughout the years. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm not sure. I think
that would actually kill brain cells if you eat something.
You saying I'm an idiot? You saying I'm dumb? Because of the lead paint? Just kidding. Anyways, dude, I tried to take a hard turn and escape my feelings earlier so we could talk about our weekend. And you just started talking about Ninja Turtles.
Man, at least there's a lot more to talk about this time than there was last time.
Well, I'm not going to argue with that. But...
trying to get better at filling gaps. Sorry.
Yeah. There's a gap. Cut it. No. Yeah, so this past weekend, we had, I don't even know where we were. Oh, yeah, wait. Oh, shit.
Message for Jake from Cosmic Criminals and Kingdom Falls. Don't leave your shoes behind the drum set.
Why? Oh, yeah. Oh, and also...
I can tell you it, though. It was funny.
Okay, so let's start here. So, Jake, if you ever watch this episode, I have to say, you have the most angelic voice and the softest back skin. I know that sounds really weird, but
How'd you feel this? Oh, you hugged him.
I hugged him, and he had the most supple back. I have no idea. Are you just like? I feel like you're just like
naturally moist.
Squirting moisturizer on the ground and just like rolling around in it. What?
Moisturizer.
What are you, Murderface? I don't know.
I don't even know where I got that from.
It sounded like Murderface from Metalocalypse. But this dude, I told him, I was like, dude, I want to go across the street to the Church of Christ after hearing your voice. It was beautiful. And he's up there talking about sounding like a dying goose, and I'm like, you modest motherfucker. It's like, dude, that was weird. I've never said anything like that. Modest motherfucker.
Well, why does that remind me of Donald Trump? Jenkins.
I don't know. But, Jake, you're beautiful. Beautiful voice. Beautiful skin.
With the lotion in the basket.
Oh, and then Joe, that the bass player, I was expecting his hands to be like calloused as shit, like slapping that fucking slapping a bass. but he had just supple hands. It was like a little baby bottom for hands. And I was like, what the fuck? Do you have these? What? It was just wild. Anyway, I'm off track. But we were this weekend in the historic and beautiful Hardy, Arkansas, for the free for all, or they called it the free for all, and it was a show, and who was there? It was Cosmic Criminals.
Smoking section.
Yeah, I think, yeah. Which they were a jam band, and they were pretty fucking dope.
Well, shout out to Matt, dude. That man is a hell of a drummer. He's the drummer for Spitfire and Cosmic.
What are you saying? He was the drummer that day.
Yeah, he was DJ.
I mean, I'm joking. No, I'm not joking. He really did drum
almost
literally all day. And he's also the one that threw it together with him and his crew. So shout out to them, because they're always very accommodating and nice. I mean, we've only played with them this is the second time we've played with them. We did play their spring jam back in, when was that? Spring, yeah. Wait, was it a spring jam?
I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, I guess it was quite a while ago. I don't remember, but yeah. Back, you know what? That was good. It was. It done was. But yeah, shout out to Matt. He really killed it all day on the drums, and he played with a couple of bands for the first, I think it was just that smoking section, but he never played with them before, and it was like
he'd been playing with them forever.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
It's crazy.
He may as well have been playing with them for 20 years. I don't even fucking know. A long time. He's great.
Badass.
Billy Badass. And then, what was it? The shredding Spitfire guitar player, Tim.
Just Tim.
Yeah, there was we were walking outside to go get a bite to eat out of the van, and there was some girl or a lady, I guess, whatever she is, female, outside, and she was like, how about that guy shredding on guitar? She's like, who is that guy? And I'm gonna be honest, I said it's just Tim. I don't know his last name.
Yeah,
So he very well is just Tim. But dude, this guy shreds. He's
so
freaking
good
shred.
you don't have the last name.
Yeah, he does have some Jimmy Page vibes. Like his tone is very Jimmy Page, and
Honestly,
I mean
I couldn't tell. Like he was just really good.
Oh, I know, but I'm just saying, like, as a guitarist, I'm like, dude, there's some. I can definitely tell who his influences are. Like, there's some fucking dope shit.
Tony Iommi. She's a badass fucking guitar.
Iommi what? I don't know. Iommi some. I don't know. Anyways. And Cosmic Criminals was dope. They had that Cicada song. He sent me that, actually.
Is it on YouTube?
I don't know if it's on YouTube. I haven't checked, but he sent it to me over Messenger. Actually, I don't think so, because he sent me a unmastered version. So I don't know if it's mastered and put out yet, but it's a Cicada song. But yeah, it was in Hardy, Arkansas. It's the Johnson Center, and the only thing that was unfortunate is literally half a block away was the Homesteaders Festival in Hardy, and there was literally more people than I've ever seen in Hardy ever.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And it's like, dude, why didn't you all just come down to the show and see all of us play? I don't know, but it is what it is, and it was still a fucking great time. It always is, but. Are we missing anybody, though? I don't want to miss anybody. Kingdom Falls. Smoking section.
Was it the guitar player? Levi, wasn't it?
Levi, the guitar player. Yeah.
And I'll give that man props, because honestly, I've heard a lot of bands cover Killing in the Name of by Rage Against the Machine and bomb the solo, like completely bomb it. But that dude did it flawlessly. It was crazy, and he had like the right pedals for it too, which was dope. You can definitely tell he was a little inspired by it.
Yeah.
Tom.
Well, he even had the Tom Morello wah pedal and the whammy, and honestly, whenever I think of
so cool. It was just cool to actually hear that. Like,
yeah, for sure. I think he was killing in the name of. So.
Yeah.
But puke. What if I was just casually puking? Casual vomit. Sorry, I gotta use the vomitorium.
That could be an album.
The vomitorium. They actually had those back in like Rome. Casual vomitorium. I don't know. I'm trying too hard here to think of a cool thing to go with that. But
or a band name. That could be a band name too.
Casual vomit.
Yeah. Vomitorium, the first album.
Vomit. I don't even know. I always try to think of like an alliteration. I can't think of like another V word that would go along with vomitorium. But anyways, yeah. But Levi he had put that board, bought and put that board together that day too.
Really?
Yeah. It was kind of wild because I'm a purist myself. Like I like minimal pedals, analog, just meat and potatoes type. Well, I've always wanted a Digitech whammy just because a Digitech whammy. I always say this anytime I talk to anybody about it, but a Digitech whammy is like a wah-wah, but it's a wee-woo instead of a wah-wah. It goes wee-woo and not wah-wah. It goes wee-woo, not wah-wah.
Paul had one.
They're really useful. They're pretty expensive though. They're like $250, $300. But yeah, there was one pedal that Levi had that he just like would pull out his phone and connect his phone to the pedal, and then he could just model like the amp, the head unit, the cab, effects. He could just load it into the thing.
And wait, what? So you're telling me this man could? So he wanted to lay on one day, and then he wants something else. Dude, that is fucking ingenious.
That's what I'm saying though. Is like
that's fucking brilliant.
I'm a purist, and I like minimal shit.
Fuck, that is so cool.
I wasn't a fan of it, but the
concept of it is fucking neat.
It's definitely an interesting concept. I mean, all it is like a effects processor, but in a pedal-sized thing. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's still cool though. You can like program it to whatever you want.
Absolutely, if that's your thing, that's cool. Yeah. But whenever he was showing it to me, I was like, dude, this is too much. Like for me anyway. It was he was like, I just got it, and I don't. And you already knew how to use it. I'm like, well, this is your thing then, because I am lost. It's like I would rather just get a Vox AC30 than get a effects processor to. It was just wild. It's just too much for me, I think.
That's nuts, dude.
You know, but to each his own, man. Everybody's got their thing, and I thought that was. It was definitely interesting to see him fuck with it, and I'm like, dude, you can literally load anything into this.
Dude,
this is crazy.
Cool. Like a computer on your foot.
The palm of your foot. You heard it here, ladies and gentlemen. The palm of your foot.
I could have said heel, but palm sounded funny.
Well, nobody hits the pedal like that. Well, I mean, you might, I guess. I see
the bottom of your toe.
The poor man's effects loop, or you know what a looper is.
Right, yeah.
There's another thing. I forgot what it's actually called, but I'm pretty sure it's like a loop. But it's like so say you have all your pedals, they're in like a box somewhere, and it's just like a metal strip with just those little punch buttons on them, and you can assign all your pedals, like run them into. Basically, what it does is if
Is that
you
that Brandon's got?
no, it's basically where you would just a metal bar, and everything's run into it. All your pedals will run into it, and so whenever you punch a button, it'll turn on like multiple ones at the same time, so you can double up your effects without having to like 1, 2. It's just a one button. But I seen Jack White one time, and he was like, "Yeah, you set your pedals up like kind of sideways, and just stomp on 2 pedals at the same time. It's like poor man's loop, effects looped." I thought that was pretty cool. But you know, it sucks. You kind of have to have the boss style ones, because these punch ones kind of suck sometimes. But anyways, that's beside the point. We're about at our overtime here, so you know, anything else? Anything you want to?
Well, kind of go. You know, rewind back to the. Can I tell you about that? What I told Jake about the shoes. He had to compliment him on his shoes, right? Like, I think it was like a couple hours before. And he left his shoes behind the drum set. And I thought about, like, in my head, it was like, well, you know how fucking funny it'd be? I just took the shoes, and the next time I seen him, bring him back, but put them behind the drum set.
Oh, yeah, I remember you telling me that. Yeah.
He was like, dude, if you did that to me, that would totally fuck my whole world up. He's like, you know what? Next time my shoes go missing and you're around, I'm coming for you.
Dude, that would actually be a really funny, elaborate prank.
Yeah, just like a waiting. It could have been a year
Dude.
or so.
Holy shit. Yeah, no.
It'd be like, what the fuck? Oh, it'd be worth it though. But I was like, nah, this is the only shoes he's got. I guess it is his thought process. Where the fuck did my shoes go? Like, they just disappeared. And then have to leave without them. Oh, this would probably be the funniest part.
Dude, that would be fucking dope. You should have just done it.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm sure, and I mean, I hope we see them all again. You know?
Oh,
but,
that'd be hilarious.
But yeah, guys, so free for all, Hardy, Arkansas. It's a good time. Yeah, apparently dogs can drive cars. I don't like that.
Why not?
It's kind of pisses me off a little bit still, and I'm a little sour about it. What was the thing that I was talking about earlier? Never mind. I don't know. Maybe I'll write it down and I'll think about it, and I'll get back to you on the next episode. But
Next episode.
we're going to yeah, we're gonna get to the jam. I also forgot. It is 5:42 p.m. Captain's log. 5:42 p.m. on
September 30th,
Monday, September 30th. This is when this is being recorded. So yeah. Well, just saying. Yeah. So we can kind of keep them time travelers nailed down, so they don't have to
travel very far.
Yeah, you know where you are. You know where you are.
You know who you are, and you know where you've been. So you don't know where you're gonna go.
Yeah, where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you go? Cotton-Eye Joe with the supple hands. Anyways, let's get to the jam. We're going to do a roll, and we're going to get on with the show. I hope you stick around. I hope you continue to stick around for us. We don't even know what's going to happen yet because we haven't recorded the jam yet. But we hope it's cool, and we hope we don't screw it up like last time. And
Actually, last time wasn't too bad.
No, last time the jam was dope. It was just I did the
It was a struggle.
It was a struggle, but also I got the accent wrong. So I'm like, but without further ado,
we bring to you
Art of the Jam.
You know, I said it right again that time.
You did. You got it right. Oh shit. All right. So we're doing better. You done saying stuff good.
One more again.
Hello, everybody. It seems that you have made it to the jam portion of the show once again. And here we are. Freshly pissed, both of us. Not pissed off. Freshly urinated.
No cakes, though.
What does that mean?
No urinal cakes.
Well, we didn't. Well, no. Yeah, well, no. I do have a urinal cake. It's a rock. I piss on the same rock every single day. And I hope that it never moves. It's right in the middle of a... You know how, like, dogs, when they piss in the yard in the same spot and it starts to die, the grass starts to die? I've killed my own grass spot over there. And I noticed it, and so I'm like, I will forever have to piss in this spot. And then once winter comes and it gets covered in snow and all the grass dies, and then the new season and spring comes up, I have to piss on it again. I have to find it again.
There you have it, folks.
I'm kind of, I don't know.
I
don't even know.
It might be a little psychotic, but...
Obsessive, I don't know, compulsive. I am kind of a compulsive person, though. I don't know, kind of. But you know what? Such is the beginning of this episode. I'm going to bury those feelings deep, deep, dark in a hole in my soul. Title. If I didn't hear that. I'm only saying that for the camera, so in case I didn't hear it. So I don't really edit it anymore, but, you know. So I can hear it and then know that I can use it as a... Bury my feelings deep, dark, down in the dark depths of my hole in my soul. Anyways, so we're fighting dead air here. We don't want to have dead air here, so we are here. Let me hit my timer real quick, so I can keep this tight and digestible for everybody.
You're gonna digest it. That's fucking gonna be real hard, my friend.
Well, you know what I mean. If somebody well, it really depends on the podcast, I guess. But some people see a podcast and it's like 3 hours long, and it's like I'm not watching that at all. Unless it's, I feel like the only podcast that people watch that's 3 hours long and don't give a shit is Joe Rogan. So everything else is a tight hour. 45 to an hour, I think, maybe 2 tops. Really depends. I don't want to get into the logistics of podcasting and lengths of time, though. Let's get into this jam so people can experience this jam here. Okay? But today it is your role. Huh? Well, that is something that you would commonly think of on the show called Art of the Jam, where we roll dice for jam. But last week I did the roll, so naturally it would be your turn, my friend. So let me grab you these dice real quick, and we'll get on with it. But I need to start. I'm gonna remove these 2 dice out of here, actually, because I'm tired of dealing.
Remove the dice. Remove the dice.
That doesn't make sense. So. Go ahead and roll. Oh, I'm not even plugged in. That's good. Give me a second.
Oh boy.
I mean, don't, I just need to write it down so that we don't forget. But, so.
At least the accent's gonna be different for sure.
Okay, so give me the key. What's the letter? G.
G-A-B or
what? G. Oh, that's G sharp.
Okay. Did not know that, folks.
It's the A B is the little b is a flat, and the number pound sign, the hashtag nowadays is the case. It used to be the pound sign, but now it's called a hashtag apparently. But that's sharp.
Okay.
And the reason they're there is because a G sharp and an A flat are the same thing. They're just relative to where you're coming from on. So.
Cool.
So what is the quality here?
Sus.
All right, great, cool, grand, wonderful. No, it's I kind of like that because I don't get to fuck with suspended shit. Which I only know like one shape of it, so you're gonna, you know. And I think we got suspended last time, so.
I think we got odd.
No, I'm not sure. It doesn't matter, but because we're here right now. We're not here last week, are we? But okay, now what's your time signature?
2-4.
2-4. Interesting. What's your accent?
4.
Okay, so I have a better idea. Instead of cutting in half and rounding, it makes sense more to roll over. So it's like, for instance, say if you get like 2-4. Accent on the 4, you would just keep going. So like 1, 2, 3, 4. So it would roll over. So it actually accent makes more sense to you keep going. So like, so you have accent 4. What I just said. So 2-4 would be 1, 2, 3, 4. So it would be an accent on the 2. Does that make sense? Yeah, so accent 4, but we're going to round or roll over, which makes more sense than rounding, and then because that's a whole other decision to be like, oh, let's cut it in half and then round up or round down if it's an odd number or whatever. So it just makes more sense and it's more effective or universal if you just keep going. Like if you get like 4-4 accent on the 12, you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 accent on the 4. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think so.
Or yeah. Makes sense to me, and I hope it makes sense to you guys. If that doesn't make sense, I'm sorry. Imagine it like rollover minutes on a cell phone plan. You know what rollover minutes are?
Yeah.
It's like your minutes that you have left over from last month go to the next month. It's kind of, that's what my mentality on it. But anyways, so we got, let me get these dice back in my sack.
It's a sack, folks.
Sack. That was a sexual innuendo for scrotum or genitalia in general. Possible title, genitalia in general? I don't know. We'll see.
Oh, shut these feelings down. Genital, really?
What does that even mean?
I don't know. It sounded funny in my head.
Shove those feelings down because of you all this...
You bottle those feelings.
Yeah, but what does that have to do with genitalia?
Yeah.
That was a poor callback.
No, yeah, it was.
No context whatsoever. Space Camp, work on your context. Context and callbacks, my friend. So, today's dice roll. Key of G sharp / A flat or A flat. Key of G sharp. Quality is sus. Time signature is 2-4. Accent on the 4. Roll over to 2. So accent on the 2. So, I repeat one more time. Key of G sharp. Quality sus. Time signature 2-4. Accent on the 2. So, This rhymes. Accent on the 2. Without further ado,
We bring to you.
we're about to bring to you. You got it right before. I think we jumped the gun. I think on the first portion of this episode, you got.
Well, we're still. It's so honestly, if we bring it, we're still bringing it, but we're about to bringing it. So either way, it's still.
We're about to bring to you.
We are bringing to you, or the jam.
Okay, I'll accept it.
Woo! Okay.
All right, so like we said, without further ado, and Space Camp did the roll, so he starts for today. So there you go, 1, 2, and you can do it at whatever speed you want.
Yeah, I know.
So you know.
The only way I.
Be honest, I don't like this already. I don't even. I think we definitely, as always, we fell in and out of that. I think, but that's the art of the jam, man. We're trying 2/4. Is that 2/4? You think? You think just because like say like you think of something as like 12/8 or something, you're like the more number, like the higher the number, you think like you automatically kind of think like the harder it is. 2/4 is honestly harder than 12/8, in my opinion. That's a fucking difficult thing, man.
It's like punk rock kind of shit.
Yeah, and like ska, like yeah, definitely. That's why I was like, dude, we don't have to go at ska pace. You know what I mean? We can do like 1, 2, 1, 2. You know what I mean? Like we can go any speed we want. I think that's honestly.
Well, that's like the only way I can like differentiate, for itself. Like it's how like I knew it.
Yeah. Well, you use like the most common example. Yeah, no, for sure. I'm just thinking like, for like learning's sake, it's like you start slow and then you can start speeding up or something. I'm not sure. That was just a suggestion. I definitely, dude. And half the time I don't even know if I was playing G sharp suspended. I was trying to, like I said, I only know one shape, so I was like, I'm gonna just do that, and then I like try to build a riff around it, and then I realized like I'm like, this is kind of probably boring. I need to figure out how to go to like a different, like actually create a progression out of it. But yeah, I'm still working at it. If you guys just tune in, we're gonna get better at this, I promise. And if we don't, then fuck us, I guess. We suck, but we yeah. I think we're getting better at it. At least the actual understanding of the...
Grabbing the concept of it.
Yeah.
At least.
And I think that's the stage that we're in right now, to be honest with you, is like, let's just understand all the dice, and then we can start,
really fucking doing some shit.
Yeah, like actually building progressions out of them and figuring out... Like it says in the description here, this is one band's journey to find the art of the jam. We're not experts at this at all. I say this a lot, so I just want everybody, especially, I feel like I have to say it often just because, there are new viewers, and sometimes people watch the latest episode, they don't go back and stuff, so... Unless they dig it, and then they go, that's cool, but at least they know right now that we are not experts, so we are learning, we are trying to make a show out of being students, really, which is cool. So, so I guess with the, it looks like my timer went off. So no, we're good. So, without further ado,
we just brought you.
There it is, folks. Art of the Jam. Shibby-doo-wop-bop-bop and Scooby Snacks. What's that one song? That was from like the 90s.
Everybody was cold, but I did it.
It was a little old. No, something and Scooby Snacks. Oh my god.
Oh fuck! It's like the first. It's like literally the first Scooby-Doo fucking theme song.
No, it's not. It's like a R&B song.
It has to be literally the Scooby-Doo fucking theme song, dude. It's like, because I know what you're talking about.
No, it's
Scooby Snacks.
No, not at all. It's like an R&B song. R&B song from the 90s that says something about Scooby Snacks. I don't know. Early 2000s. If you guys know, please comment. I need to know. I don't want to look it up. I really need this from you guys.